Every GPU brand wants you to believe the same lie, that price equals quality. But after testing every major brand on the market, I found one company that's quietly outperforming brands twice its price, and another that's been coasting on a logo for a decade. So today, we're ranking Zotac, Asus, MSI, PowerColor, ASRock, Gigabyte, Sapphire, and XFX. From the brand that wastes your money to the one nobody's talking about but should be. Let's start with the one that hurts the most, Zotac. Buying this card feels like ordering a steak and getting a hot dog with a steak knife next to it. The Zotac Gaming RTX 5070 Twin Edge sits $30 below almost every competitor. Same chip, same VRAM, same numbers on paper, but Zotac uses one of the thinnest cooler shrouds in the entire AIB market, and its fan bearings start showing audible wear within 2 years. For 3 years running, Zotac has scored last in customer support satisfaction surveys. To be fair, if you're flipping this card in 12 months, none of that matters. But for everyone else, that $30 discount turns into a warranty call you didn't budget for. And honestly, Zotac isn't even the most confusing brand on this list. Asus, number 7. A lot of people are about to be mad that Asus is this low. Here's why. Asus sells the RTX 5070 in 4 versions: Prime, Dual, TUF, and ROG Strix for anywhere between $549 and $849. Same GPU core, $300 apart. What Asus never tells you on the box is that this isn't really a product lineup. It's a tier system disguised as one. The Strix runs 8 to 12 degrees cooler than the Prime under full load, and that gap quietly adds years to the card's life. So Asus isn't a bad brand. It's a trap for anyone who doesn't do their homework. Buy the wrong tier, and you've just made the most expensive mistake on this entire list. And that's where things start getting uncomfortable, because the next brand proves that building a great GPU isn't enough. People also have to believe you can build one. MSI. MSI is the brand everyone knows. And that might be the problem. The MSI Gaming X RTX 5070 Ti runs $849. It's on every shelf, in every benchmark video, and on paper, it looks like the safe pick. Then you check the RMA data. MSI's return rate sits at 3.4% over the last 2 years, higher than Gigabyte and almost triple Sapphire's flagship return rate. Here's why. MSI scaled production faster than its quality control could keep up. Their highest volume lines are still running thermal pad designs carried over from 2 generations ago. You're paying 2026 prices for 2022 engineering. MSI isn't a scam. It's just a brand coasting on name recognition, and that recognition has a hidden price tag. But being overrated is one thing. Being completely overlooked is something else. And that's exactly what's happening to the next brand, PowerColor. This brand makes genuinely great GPUs. The problem is, almost nobody thinks to check. The PowerColor Hellhound RX 9070 XT comes in at $589. Triple fan, semi-passive below 55 degrees, full metal backplate, and in thermal tests, it goes toe-to-toe with cards $80 more expensive from brands 3 times its size. Here's the part most people don't know. PowerColor is one of AMD's longest-standing AIB partners. They get early silicon samples and work directly with AMD's engineers during cooler validation. The Hellhound and Red Devil lines aren't budget cards with a nicer sticker. They're flagship engineering priced like they're not. If you're buying AMD and you're not even considering PowerColor, you're skipping the best-kept secret on this entire list. But there's a brand even more overlooked than PowerColor, and it's not even close. ASRock. If GPU brands were students, ASRock is the one acing every test while nobody can remember their name. The ASRock Steel Legend RX 9070 XT runs around $600. Triple fan cooler, reinforced metal frame, quiet under load. Nothing flashy, nothing trying to sell you a lifestyle, and that's exactly why it works. ASRock doesn't promise you're joining some elite gaming club. No RGB manifesto on the box, just a competently built card priced aggressively. Here's the funny part. Most people still think of ASRock as the motherboard company. Meanwhile, their GPU lineup has quietly become one of the most consistently well-reviewed stacks in the entire AMD ecosystem. Good products get attention, great marketing gets sales, and ASRock has always been better at the first one than the second. But marketing premiums get a lot harder to defend once you see what the next brand is doing for less money and zero attitude. Gigabyte. 5 years ago, nobody would call Gigabyte exciting. Today, that's exactly why they're in the top 3. The Gigabyte Gaming OC RX 9070 runs $569. Triple fans, direct touch copper heat pipes across the entire die, and it lands in the top 3 for thermal performance per dollar in every independent review this year. Here's what most people don't realize. Gigabyte has redesigned its cooling architecture every single generation for 6 years straight. Their fan control algorithm went through 14 internal revisions last cycle alone. You won't find that in a press release, but you'll feel it. Because this card stays under 70 degrees under full gaming load. Gigabyte is the card you install, forget about, and never think of again. Not flashy, not cheap, just dependable, generation after generation. At this point, there are only 2 brands left. And honestly, 6 months ago, I was convinced one of them would take the #1 spot. Then I looked at the numbers again. Sapphire. This is the heartbreak segment. The Sapphire Nitro Plus RX 9070 XT runs $679, about $90 over MSRP. For that, you get dual BIOS, a custom PCB that's nothing like AMD's reference design, dual ball-bearing fans rated for 60,000 hours, and the widest heatsink contact area in its class. Here's the twist. Under sustained rendering and AI workloads, the Nitro Plus holds clock speeds 4 to 7% higher than every competing card at this price. For gaming alone, that's barely noticeable. For content creation, local AI, or 3D work, that gap is the difference between owning a tool and owning a toy. So is Sapphire worth it? If you use that headroom, absolutely. If you're just gaming, you're paying for potential you'll never touch. It's an incredible card. There's just one problem. It's not the best deal on this list, because the next brand does almost everything Sapphire does, for $70 less. XFX, the winner! This is the brand I almost left off the list completely. The XFX Speedster MERC RX 9070 XT costs $609. Triple fan, a massive 3.5 slot cooler, and the largest heatsink contact area of any non-custom card at this price. In thermal testing, it actually beats the Sapphire Nitro Plus by 2 degrees at peak load, for $70 less. Here's what nobody saw coming. XFX spent its last 2 development cycles chasing one goal: maximum thermal headroom at near MSRP pricing. The MERC name isn't marketing. These cards are genuinely overbuilt for what they cost. Combined with AMD's driver gains in 2026, XFX delivers performance per dollar numbers nothing else on this list can touch. XFX is the winner. Not the most popular, not the most advertised, just the brand that, right now, gives you the most GPU for your money. Full stop.